Hi guys, my name is Caitlin and welcome back to my channel. I've not posted a video in ages, so if you're still here, hi, thank you so much for sticking around. If you're just seeing me for the first time, my name is Caitlin and I love all things related to books, so that's what this channel's about if you want to stick around. Today I have a very exciting book event that I'm going to. I am going to the book launch for Falling Hard for the Royal Guard by Megan Clawson, and it's actually happening in the Tower of London, which is just insane. There's a pub in the tower, inside the Tower of London, and I've been invited in and we're going to the pub for the book launch, so I'm so excited for that. So for today's video I thought I would take you with me to London. I'm going in with my boyfriend a little bit earlier. We're going to go get some food, have a look around, and then he's going to leave me and I'm going to go off into the Tower of London and go to the book launch. So I'm super excited for that. As I mentioned, the book launch is for Falling Hard for the Royal Guard by Megan Clawson. Here's the book, and I just want to say thank you so much to Avon and Megan for sending me this book. I finished it 2 days ago. I just about finished it in time for the launch. I was worrying that I wasn't going to finish it in time, but I finished this 2 days ago and I did enjoy it. It's a really good setting. It's set inside the Tower of London. It's about a girl who works there and lives there and starts to form a relationship with one of the members of the Royal Guard. So I'm so excited to be going to the Tower of London today because it's where the book is set. So it's going to be like I'm walking around and I'm in the book. What's really cool as well is Megan Clawson, who is the author. She actually lives inside the Tower of London because I think either her husband or her fiance is a beefeater, so he works there, and so she lives with him inside the Tower of London. So that's cool, and I didn't know people could live inside the Tower of London until I read this book. The book comes out today. Well, today for me, the 27th of April, which should be a few days ago for you. So the book is now out if you want to purchase it. Although this was sent to me, this is not a sponsored video. I'm making this because I want to, and I want to show you around and show you what I'm doing. If you want to stay tuned to the end of the video, I'm going to be doing like a book review at the end of the video, but I thought I'd put it at the end because the main event for today's video is the book launch. So if you want to stick around for that, it will be at the end, or if you're just interested in the book review, then feel free to just skip to the end of the video and there will be a book review there. But yes, so I'm so excited for today. Follow me along to London and to the book launch for Falling Hard of the Royal Guard. Okay, so because I'm a little bit extra, my train isn't actually until like 1:45 and it's currently 11:15, so I've got ages, but I'm gonna pack my bag now because I'm stressed that if I don't do it now, I'll forget to do it or whatever. So last night, I wrote on my whiteboard to pack the things that I need to bring with me. Why did I do that? I don't know. But I wrote a list of what I need to bring with me. So I just thought I'd take you through what I'm gonna bring. I'm gonna pack everything in my tote bag because I'm a reader and every reader's obsessed with tote bags, right? I'm going to bring a charger, but I'm not going to pack that just yet because I will be coming back on my own and I'm going to be getting the tube and then a train, and I'd really like my phone to not be out of charge when I'm doing that, but I'm going to charge my phone up a little bit later, so I'll put that in before I go. Then I definitely need to bring the invite with me. This is the invite that I got for the launch. It's really cute. It says, Avon Books and Megan Clawson cordially invite you to Falling Hard for the Royal Guard book launch, a private event at the Keys, a secret pub hidden in the Tower of London, to celebrate the publication of Megan Clawson's debut novel. We're meeting at 7:30 at the Starbucks across from the tower because obviously I can't just waltz into the tower by myself. I'm taking the book with me because at the last book event I went to, which was for 5 to 5 by Holly Jackson, she signed all our books for us, so I'm going to bring this with me and hope that I can get it signed. Of course, I'm also going to bring my current read, which is Dragonfall by L.R. Lamb, which was kindly sent to me by the people at Hod Escape, and this comes out on the 2nd of May 2023. I only started it yesterday, so I'm not very far in yet, but I'm going to take this with me to read on the trains. The bar in the Keys is cash only, so I'm bringing my purse so I actually can pay for stuff. Then because I'm a bit extra, I'm just going to bring like mascara and a hairband and put them in here. I'm also going to bring my AirPods so I can listen to things, obviously, and then also a snack for the train. I've got some chocolate buttons because who doesn't need chocolate buttons? And then I'm also going to bring like a little water. This will get wet though, so I'm not going to put it in here with my AirPods, but I'll pack those. Also, another thing that's a bit extra is because it's meant to rain, I'm going to bring this plastic bag to put my books in, because if my tote bag gets wet, then the books are going to get wet, so I can put them in here, have them in my tote bag, and then they won't get wet. I'm a genius, I know. And then the last thing I'm packing is my YouTube notebook, because I've written down all of the shots I want to take today. So I can just look at this and be like, oh, what do I want to do next? So I'm going to bring that with me as well. And I'm also going to pack an umbrella because it's meant to rain all day, which is wonderful. Why wouldn't it rain all day? But yeah, that's everything I'm taking with me. Cool. And the next time I see you, I will be on the train. And here we are in London. On our walk to our first stop, we came across this outdoor secondhand bookshop. So we had a look around here. They had lots of Harry Potter. Our first stop was Humble Crumble. I was very excited for this. Here it is. It looks amazing, and it was amazing. I dragged my boyfriend all the way up to London just for Humble Crumble. Here he is, lol. And then we exited the marketplace where Humble Crumble was, and we started walking Tower of London. And here it is. It was very rainy, and I've been escorted in. At this point, my boyfriend had left, and here is Megan talking about the Tower of London and some ground rules. She handed over her dad to give us some ground rules, and then we walked in, and it was incredible. Henry VIII and Anne Boleyn were here. And here is the Keys. This is the Keys, the pub that we were going into. And here's the cake, the falling half of the Royal Guard cake. It was amazing. And then here is a quick overview of the pub. It was very cute. And because of where we were, I felt I had to get some beef eater gin. So myself and the other book influencer people who were there got some gin.
At Avon. And once upon a time, or 18 months ago, I messaged a very talented young TikToker. Buns and TikTok lives to tower events. You've taken everything in your stride, and it's been nothing but a joy to see you grow.
On a day-to-day basis is me kind of emailing her going, oh my god, what if it all goes wrong?
Those were the speeches, and here's a cupcake, another drink had to be done, and another cupcake also had to be done. These were super cute, but they dyed my tongue blue and red. And here we are exiting from the castle at night. Again, it was very rainy and we had to make this walk back by ourselves. And here is the castle in all of its glory. Okay, hello. It is the next day. I'm back from London, back from the book launch. It was absolutely amazing last night. I hope I did an okay job of putting the clips together. Hopefully I managed to figure out how to do a voiceover. That's my aim anyway. But the event was amazing last night. I had such a great time. So we got there, we met at the Starbucks opposite the tower, and then we were escorted over with Megan the author, because you can only enter really if you've been invited, so she had to come and bring us in. And then she gave us a quick little tour of the way that we'd be coming in and the way that we'd be exiting. She gave us a tour and told us all about the history of what we were seeing and what had happened there in the past, which was amazing, incredible to be standing there. And then we got to the pub, which is called the Keys, and she said that it was one of the most exclusive pubs in London, and to get in you have to have been formally invited by a beef eater. So if the Prime Minister turned up, she said he would be turned away if he hadn't been formally invited in by a Prime Minister. So because we all had been, we could go in to the pub, and that was amazing. The pub was so cool. It was very cute. It was quite small, but it was very, very cute. And all of Megan's family and friends were there, and all of the publishers at Avon who helped publish it. And then there were 5 other like book influencer people there as well who were lovely to meet. And there was cake, and the cake was in the shape of the book. It was epic. And then there were drinks, and I had beef eater gin because I thought I have to get beef eater gin in the Tower of London, and it was lovely. So I did manage to get my book signed, so I just wanted to show you like the kind of merchy stuff I got, and then also my signed book. So I got this sticker which said "I feel hard for Royal Guard," which is very cute, and then also this bookmark which is "Love's in the Air," which is the tagline of the book, which is also very sweet. And then Megan signed my book for me. She said, "To Caitlin, thank you so much for coming." And then she signed it for me. So I'm very excited about that. As I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to do like a very brief kind of book review on the book. To summarize it for you, it is about a 20-something woman named Maggie, and she lives inside the Tower of London with her dad, who is a beef eater, and she works at the ticket office at the Tower of London, and she doesn't really like her job. She doesn't get on with her co-workers. They're not very nice to her. and it's just not a great situation. And she's recently broken up with her boyfriend, who keeps popping up in her life rather unwarranted, and she can't seem to get rid of him, although she does not want to be with him anymore. And then she meets a guardsman named Freddie, who is our love interest, and it's basically just a cute little story about her getting to know Freddie. And Freddie, because he's a guardsman, is in the army. He's sent to different places across the UK, so he's not always there. So she doesn't know when he's going to be there, when he's not going to be there. It's all like kind of stolen moments around the castle, around the tower. Sorry, it's very sweet. I actually, when I finished this, I gave this 3 stars. I did really enjoy it. I really like the characters. I thought Maggie, as a main character, was very she was very unique. I'd not read a character like her before. She's got huge, big red hair. She kind of looks similar to the author, I think. And yeah, she's a very unique character. She's very big in everything she does. She's quite clumsy. She hits her head into things all the time. She's always falling over. So yeah, she was very funny to read about. Freddie's also a really great character. He's very sweet. He's quite softly spoken. He doesn't say all that too much, and I think sometimes that can come across as he seems a bit distant, and you're kind of like, oh, well, why isn't he talking to her? But it gets explained later on in the book as to what his reservations are. I think the relationship with Maggie's dad and her was also very sweet, but I don't think we get to see enough of it. I think it's spoken about more generally and kind of like off the page, but you don't really see it on the page as much, which is fine. I don't mind that, but I think it would have been nice to see a little more development in the relationship between Maggie and her dad. As for the romance, I thought the romance was very sweet. I will say the romance doesn't really kick fully into gear until like the 70% mark, which I think is why my rating is slightly lower. And not a 4-star. I think if the romance had kicked in slightly earlier, it might be more of a 4-star. But it was a very slow burn romance, as I said, because Freddie's not there very often. There's a lot of the book where Freddie's not there, and so I would have liked the romance to pick up a little bit sooner, but the romance that you get earlier on is very sweet, and as I said, it's all those like stolen moments. She goes up to him when he's working, when he can't talk and he just has to stand straight and stare out, and she'll get him to smile or laugh, which he's not meant to be doing. So little moments like that were really nice to read about. But my favourite part of this book is definitely the setting. As I said, it's set in the Tower of London, which I don't really know much about, but it's in the centre of London and the crown jewels are there, and it's guarded by the Beefeaters and the King's Guard. And yeah, the setting, it's not like anything I've ever read before. I've never read a book set anywhere like that before, especially, obviously I've read books set in castles, but never set in real life castles, because people do live in there. She lives in there. So it's a very unique setting that I've never read about before. And it was very cool being at the book launch yesterday, being able to see where all the parts of the book happened. Anyway, yeah, that's the end of my book review. Sorry if it wasn't the best. It's the first one I've done, so I will get better at them. But thank you so much to Avon and Megan for sending me Falling Hard for the Royal Guard. As I said, this came out yesterday now, so the 27th of April. So this is now out in stores, so you can find it on your shelves at your local bookstores. Feel free to follow me on all my social medias. I'll link them all below. I have TikTok, Instagram, and Goodreads if you want to give those a follow. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!